Hello and welcome to the Choralosophy Podcast. This is episode 216. What is a choir warm-up anyway? With the choirs of Lee Summit High School. I have published many peeks into my classroom before on the show over the years, but I have never shown you the very opening minutes of class before. This is where the real work happens. The warm-up, or as I would rather call it, voice building time. In this episode, you will have a front row seat, and I do recommend the video version of this on the YouTube channel, although the audio version will be sufficient, I think, to the opening 10 to 12 minutes of our beginning treble, advanced treble, beginning tenor and bass, and advanced SATB curricular choirs. These all happen during the school day. And of course, this is just a snapshot in this episode of a day in the life, and should not represent an exact facsimile of our daily routine. In other words, I don't want you to listen to these warm-ups and hear the explanations and think this is what we do every day. Because, in fact, in our classroom, we don't have a daily routine. In fact, I think we should avoid a daily routine. Instead, I will explain through demonstration and commentary the exercises we do, why we do them, and why I believe it's important to use warm-up time for a wide variety of things, and to mix it up from day to day. We use this time for voice building, literacy skills, music theory, relationship building, and so much more. Our classes are tragically only 44 minutes long, so the reality is we have to pick and choose the things that they have a chance to try, experience, and hopefully master. As always, I hope you find something useful here. What are choir warm-ups for? What is the function of them? Why do we do them? And why do I not like the word warm-ups? What do you think? It's okay to guess wrong. I'll just cut it out. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah, I'm recording. I'm recording myself, but yes. I've got a microphone, and that's a microphone right there, too. On the stand.
Oh, right there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what do you think?
Isn't it to allow your vocal folds to open up and I don't know, sing your lowest note and sing your highest note, that way your voice, when you start to sing, you just don't.
That is what a lot of people think warm-ups do, and that's why we're talking about it. What do you think? It helps the individual singer start to calibrate their muscles and make sure they know how to do what they're trying to do. That's part of it for sure.
Oh, like technique.
It's technique. We're actually learning how to sing well. That's the whole purpose of it. So for example, I think the reason that mythology exists oftentimes is because if we're doing sports or dance or something, what they call a warm-up oftentimes is muscle stretching, muscle loosening to avoid injury. But that's not really what choir warm-ups are for. When we start singing our choir warm-ups, we're just singing. Like ultimately, we start singing. Singing a warm-up is just singing like a song is, but what we're actually doing is we're trying to learn how to sing well. So all of the different activities that we're doing are really technique building, and that's why I don't like the word warm-up either. I just don't fight it really because that's what everybody calls it. But it causes us to misunderstand the purpose of our warm-up, and that's why oftentimes I'll stop you and talk about a vowel, talk about vocal registers, and hey guys, can you get into your head voice sooner? You know, those types of things. We are warming up to learn how to sing well. Okay? So let's do some of that. Attention event organizers. Ludus is here to take your events to the next level. Imagine a ticketing platform that's not just about tickets. Ludus offers marketing, fundraising, and even volunteer management, all in one place. It's time to streamline your event management process and impress your attendees. Join the Ludus family today and unlock endless possibilities for your events. Go to ludus.com/Choralosophy and try it out now, free to you. And if you use that link, you'll get the marketing feature free to your customers as well. I don't know if you've heard about it. If you haven't heard about it, you've got to go try 3-Minute Theory. You can go to 3minutetheory.com and you can check it out now when you decide to get this comprehensive system of pre-made materials for your music theory related concepts. You just go into that account and pull out tons of ready-made material. I don't think you'll be even able to teach all of it in 1 year. It's so much stuff that you can tailor make and custom make to your needs. So go check it out, and of course use the Choralosophy discount code when you sign up to get a 15% discount on your membership. Underwriting and crucial support for this show comes from listeners themselves who choose to subscribe on Patreon or now on Substack. Subscribers get access to the private podcast feed as well as my Google folder full of goodies and much more. The producers on Patreon are Brian Long, Venture Studios, Jonah Clixbull, Angie Schilling, Danelle Eckert, David Kowalczyk, Kyle Peterson, Max Jackson, Michael Herron, Ryan Main, and Steve and Kathy Kakachik. The first group you're going to hear in this episode is our Advanced SATB. They meet in a group of 96. Almost all of these kids have been through the beginning and intermediate levels of our program, and most of the kids are juniors and seniors. We, as lots of choir programs do, have to admit some sophomore boys so that we can keep our balance up. And so those kids actually are kind of jumping into the deep end with kids that are more advanced than them, but they do a great job keeping up and catching up and working really hard. So here is what we call our concert choir. And in this warm-up, you're going to be hearing some music theory, and I'm going to ask them to do an exercise that they have never done before this year with this group of kids, which is to hear a tonic and then build their own chords. As in, I just shout out the name of a chord, and they're supposed to just sing a note that belongs to that chord. Some kids, many kids in that group know how to do that already, but many do not. So you will hear the confusion and the kind of shifting around and guessing and all that kind of stuff. But then we, of course, are able to build into our warm-up some music theory. You're going to hear some vocal technique things. And then, of course, with each class throughout the episode, you're also going to hear their daily sight reading exercise, where you'll get an opportunity to hear the way we sight read, as well as some of the things that I use. I consider sight reading part of our warm-up time. And you'll kind of have an idea why after this episode is over. So I hope this is helpful. Here is our concert choir. 2 disclaimers. 1, the microphones that I'm using to record in my classroom are great for everything, except for when I sing full out into them. So I apologize for some crackling that will happen if I try to demonstrate in my full voice. They are not that kind of microphone, but they work really well for delivering the rest of the content, and they work fine when the kids are singing from a distance. So I wanted to apologize for any jarring moments that might happen from that. And then, of course, there will be a conversation at the end of this one where we get into the difference between solfege and numbers. And my kids ask me my real opinion about that question. Should choirs do solfege or numbers? And I give them my real opinion. I know you're shocked. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Everybody put your hands right here. Feel jaw released. And go in your octave, your comfortable octave, go wee! Wee! Yeah, so it could either be wee or wee. Either one. Ready? Again. And notice that the jaw does not have to be involved in that equation at all. It can just be lips. Again, and go. Wee, 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 wee. Yeah, you have 2 octave choices, not 3 basses. 2 octave choices. We have wee or wee, not wee. Okay? Again, ready and go. Good. So we have this kind of case built around our articulators, which is the jaw that's in its relaxed position. What should our tongue be doing for this exercise? Nothing. Nothing is not quite right, because we do have 2 vowels happening. Wee, wee, wee. Do you feel it moving against your back teeth? Wee, wee. Say it. Go. Wee, wee. Now the front of the tongue, though, the front of the tongue shouldn't be doing anything. Wee, wee, wee. Go. Wee, wee, wee. Yeah, good. Try again. Ready? And go. Change to wah. Wah, 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 wah. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Listen even carefullier. Ha, 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 ha. Ready? And go. Ha, 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 ha. So feeling is going to not how we create a crescendo. How do we create a crescendo? It's not with our mouth. It's air. So the vowel doesn't change. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. The vowel is the same the whole time. Try again. I'll go here. Ready? And go. Mucho better. Maybe close your eyes. Sing do. Sing, if that is do, sing any note in a one chord. Very nice. Yes, I love it. Yeah, it doesn't matter what octave. You can choose to travel as much as you want. Sing do again. Sing any note that is part of a 5 chord. I hear some fa's. Now, so if you're really getting fancy, if I'd said 5/7 chord, then fa can belong. So let's review. So I think some of you got the 1 chord pretty easily. Is this a question about what I'm talking about? Is it like, what does the terminology mean? Let me cook, man, because I'm going there right now. Okay. So what is, review for people who are new or don't know this information, what is a 1 chord and why is it called that? Go.
A 1 chord is like, so you have do, and then you go up 1 from do, and then you have that note, and that's the note, and then you go up from mi, 1 from mi, it's like...
So when you say go up 1, you mean skip 1, right? So building a chord is every third, is another way to say that. Every third note. So a 1 chord is made of, everyone, do, mi, so, and it's called 1 because
it starts on the tonic or the first note.
Because do is the 1th note of our scale.
Whereas like a fifth.
Yep. I say 1th. That's what basic people say. I say 1th. So if I then say sing a 5 chord, what notes would we need? So, ti, and re, because so is our do, re, mi, fa, so, our 5th note. So it simply means a chord built on the note that corresponds with the number that I say. Keep in mind, not everybody does solfege. Some choirs learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So 5 is also so 5 chord. So I could say a so chord, but that's not what anyone calls it. People call it 5 chord. What? Okay, let's try the game again. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Sing do. Sing the notes of a 1 chord. Okay. Sing do again. Sing the notes of a 4 chord. There is no T in a 4 chord. 4 chord, go. Yep, there still is a do though, because fa, la, and then what would be next? Do. Does it matter which do? No, it doesn't. Okay, sing do again. 5 chord. Here we go, last one. Sing do. Sing a 6 chord. Yep. Oh yeah. So if la is 6, we should have then also do and then also mi. Yep, try again. 6 chord, go. Very nice. So I just gave an example. Warm-ups are for vocal technique building, but also what else do we use them for typically in this class? That was an example. To learn things about music. Yeah, it's our time to do that. All right, what key is that? G. Key of G. Sing do. Sing your scale and arpeggio. Good. Sing your starting pitch. Sing your ending pitch. Sing the first note of measure 2. Sing the first note of the measure 7. Uh-huh. Yeah, very nice. Go back to the beginning. Audiate for 10 seconds. Oh, I'm Chalant. Here we go, beginning. 1, ready, and sing. All right, that's nice. Okay, yes, question.
I have a question.
What's up?
So, you know how schools sing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2? What would like accidentals be? Would that be like 1.5?
Well, every answer that I've ever gotten to that question is very unsatisfactory to me, which is I usually hear, if I ask people that, it's usually, well, they just sing 3 but lower. And so it confuses me, and I was like, but, so that just, yeah, so let's experiment with it. So,
I think it's because they typically only have them sight read in major.
yeah, that's hashtag real talk right there, is what that is. So sing do, re, mi, go. Do, re, mi. Now call it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now sing it in minor. 1, 2, 3. But now be honest. In order to accomplish that, it's a different note, which is why it frustrates me. But now be honest. How many of you had to translate it into me in your head? Right? Because we've learned solfege. Now, it is true, though, that if you're a kid who grows up in that system and that's all you ever learn, you can still get good at it, just like anything else. You can learn to be good at minor 3 versus major 3 and like all of that. But I just prefer solfege because it. Are you a director new to the profession? Or are you a seasoned director who is in a new place? One of my favorite tips for generating interest in the program and to instill buy-in is to plan a trip. There are so many options. You can go to Orlando, you can go to Ireland, or you can perform in a parade or a theme park. You can even take the stage at Carnegie Hall in New York. Wherever you end up, not only will your current crew look forward to the trip, but younger students will count the days until it's their turn to go. If you have no idea where to start, connect with Kaleidoscope Adventures at mykatrip.com. Okay, next up after the advanced kids is our babies, our freshmen, mostly freshman girls, sopranos and altos, in what we call our beginning treble class. The things you're going to hear are some of their introductions to some vocal terminology. So I'm going to quiz them about what articulators are, and there's always interesting opinions about what that word means and which body parts are involved. And so we talk about that. And then, of course, since I'm talking about a concept, I'm going to have them do warm-up exercises or voice-building exercises that ask them to do different and strange things with those body parts that we were talking about so that they can make those mental connections between the terminology and the practice when we actually do it in practice. So you'll hear some of that. And then, of course, like always, you'll hear the sight reading. And this is a great example of how I'm going to probably lose all of the listeners I have in the show in Texas because I do do-based minor and not law-based minor. And so you'll hear me working with the kids on some minor sight reading, even in the first week or two of school, which I think is really, really important. And class is going to be starting with some stretching. I wish I could start all the classes with stretching, but we have really short classes, and so sometimes I let certain things go. And this one we do because they do announcements at the beginning of class. So you'll see us doing some stretching to get limbered up for class as well, which I think is fun, and it helps me in the morning.
Finger size, and present you with the free ring of gratitude. Family night will be Wednesday, September 18th from 4 to 6 in the lecture hall.
That's adorable.
If you're interested in joining future business leaders of America, please contact Mrs. Phillips or Mr. Zweifel. First meeting will be held Thursday, September 19th during advisory time.
This is a solfege stretch.
Have a great day.
We don't want to sprain any muscles doing hand signs today. So safety first, everyone. Okay, so, all right, we're going to get started. Yes, I am a walking gender reveal today. Because this is how I can be in contact with all sides of myself.
What? Do you think it's going to be
Everyone has a little bit of feminine and a little bit of masculine in them, right? So this is how I can represent that. What body parts are we referring to if we talk to you about your articulators? Tongue is one. Lips is one. Teeth is one. There is one more, the one most people don't get. What? We got tongue already. What do you think? The jaw can be used as an articulator. I'm glad you brought it up. In choir, though, we would actually like to not use it as an articulator. Why are people talking? Okay. So we would like to not use it as an articulator because here's what happens when I sing if I use my jaw. I am articulating some kind of vowel change with my jaw, but it's not super pleasing and it's kind of awkward sounding. Okay? So we want to avoid the jaw, but you are correct. There's one still. Let's just say palate, because that's basically just the roof of your mouth. So for example, if I take my tongue and I touch it to my hard palate, I would get t. Go. If I tried to touch the back of my tongue to my soft palate, I could go l. Go. L. Right? So those are articulators. Those are the body parts that move together to create the different consonants, vowels, etc. that we use. Okay? So we're going to do an articulator exercise first. I want you to go raputika. Ready? And go. Raputika. Okay, good. So on the inside of your mouth, we're going to avoid our jaws flopping around, and I just want you to become sensitive to what your tongue is doing as you do all those sounds. Ready? Again. Again, and go. Good. What volume do we do our warm-ups at? 6. Out of 6. What was that? It was like a 2. Be brave. Out of 6, and go. Do it here. Very nice. All right, who can describe their tongue action? What's your tongue doing? What? It's going up and down. Can you be more specific? It's vibrating. Yeah, cool people don't finish words. We don't have time. What?
I sound like Barbie.
I sound like Barbie? Aw. Is that because of the pink shirt? Okay. Okay. So let's be more specific than it's going up and down. Can anybody fill in some gaps there? What is your tongue doing? It's vibrating on the rolled R for sure. It's on the front of it's kind of like that, right? What else?
Touches the roof of your mouth.
Touches the roof of the mouth. You could even say that it's kind of like the tip of the tongue seems to be doing most of the work. Would you agree? Yeah. Well, if you think about it, if this is my tongue, our tongue is actually multiple muscles. Did you know that? Yeah. It's not just a muscle. It's multiple muscles that work together. The tip of the tongue is the most nimble one. So if you're going to get a certain part of your tongue to move real fast, it's going to be the front. Agree? Okay? So when we sing, we want the front of our tongue to be doing almost all the work because that's the part that can allow our jaw to just hang out there and create space. Okay? Everybody go, wee! Wee! Good. Notice that my jaw stays open, and now my lips are what's doing the work. Say, wee! Wee! Try that. We're going to add pitch. Wee, wee, wee. Go. Ooh, that was a lovely 4 out of 6. Ready? And go. I hear a lot of this. Notice I wasn't looking at you. That was on purpose. So I could hear that there was a lot of this. Wee, 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 in the room. That means our jaw's not open enough for our lips to have to work. Okay? And that's what we do when we talk, by the way. Right? Our lips don't have to work because our jaw's not open. Fine. How do you know if your jaw's open enough?
You can feel it.
Ooh. I'm going to give you a more specific example. See? Don't have time to finish. Okay, everybody take your finger. I don't care which one. Find where your ear skin meets your jaw skin. And once I know that you don't like that, I'm just going to say it more. Okay, so where your ear skin meets your jaw skin, and then when you, without opening the front of your mouth, just try to release your jaw, and you will find a hole there.
Whoa.
It's a hole you didn't know was there, right? Almost all of the time. What?
We did this last
You learned about it last year? Well, then you should have told me when I asked. That's how you know your jaw's open.
Bro, we would always talk about it with his Williams.
Good.
Right here. Oh, yeah. I was right here.
Good. Yep. Sometimes people touch the wrong spot, though, and that's why I be very specific with where to find it. Okay? Yeah. Okay, good. So with your finger in the hole, so it can't close, I want you to go, wee, 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 go. Keep it there the whole time you sing. Ready, and go. That speed, yep. Yes, see now, and now instead of sounding 14, we sound 16 years old and 3 months.
Oh, very specific.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's sight read. If you don't listen to this show regularly or frequent Facebook pages, you might not yet have heard about Sight Reading Factory's new auto assess feature. I've been plugging back and forth with Don over at Sight Reading Factory quite a bit over the last few months in making my effort to try to help them make this product as good as it possibly can be, and I will tell you they are responsive with anybody's concerns, but especially mine, since I go online and talk about them a lot to people. And I can tell you, my goodness, they are making this thing better and better, and my students have really started enjoying using the auto assess feature. And I've enjoyed not having to have assignments emailed to me so that I can listen to them and give feedback to them and then hopefully get them to retry something. It gives them that feedback instantly. The grading is becoming more and more accurate, and I just did a couple yesterday and had a really good experience with kids getting 97%, 96%, 99%, and they were getting really accurate feedback, but also really good logical grading. So make sure you go over to Sight Reading Factory if you have not yet already done that, and enter yourself as a member. Get the membership. It's only $35 a year, people, for your entire membership. And then you can get for around $2 a month memberships also added on for your kids, so you can send them these assignments and have them play sight reading video game. And even better, you can enter Choralosophy when you check out the whole order and get 10% every time you sign up and every time you renew. All right, everyone. Have we done a minor sight reading yet this year? Okay. So this is in the key of D minor. You have not been taught yet how to figure that out, so don't worry about it. Just smile and nod. Smile and nod. But if we know that it's in D minor, which note are we going to call do in our system that we've taught you? We will call D do because we're in D minor. Okay? But we're not going to sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do in minor. Do, re, me is correct. Which other ones do we need to change? La becomes lay. Ti becomes te. So we get all the blues but 3 pinks. Let's practice our... Now, here's a good question. If we're about to sight read something in minor, which scale in arpeggio should we sing? The minor one. Same pattern, but we switch out the syllables. Okay, here we go. Sing do. Ooh, interesting. What just happened? Diagnose the problem. Some of us sang me, but called it may, which is a lie. Everyone go like this. Because I can't do that to you or I get fired. Do it again. Go. There. At a 6. That's a 2. Use your tummies. Good. Why'd I stop? Why'd I stop? To tell you you're bad? No, to get you to tune it. If I stop, and this happens in choir rehearsal sometimes too, we might get to a spot and just stop. That tells you right away with no words, we are not in tune. We should listen. Okay? Sing do again. Sing do me so. That's better. All right, good. We're going to go top line, middle line, bottom line today. Sing your starting pitch. Sing your starting pitch without a question mark on it. Go. Thank you. Audiate. 20 seconds. Starting pitch. 1, 2, and sing. Keep plugging. Okay, so that was interesting. Which note gave us the most fits the whole time? May. Yeah, We were scared of it the whole time. Also, it was really weird that the sight reading gnomes gave us unison on 3 parts. Sight Reading Factory has little gnomes like Santa's elves. They're actually cousins, and they work in like a cave to make each exercise. They use hammers. Mm-hmm. Do it again. We got lucky today. It's unison. Be brave. Fix your maze. Ready? And go. Good. Okay, so at this spot right here, you committed the unforgivable sin in this class. We stopped because we made the mistake. What was the correct way to proceed? Just go on. Just go on. We can always talk about that later and learn how to fix it and such, but we want to get in the habit of going on. I would argue that had we kept going here, we would have not made that mistake either, because we would have just kept trucking. Okay? All right, nice job. Take out Girls' Garden. All right, now we're going to keep the beginners going, and we're going to listen in on beginning tenor and bass. So these are almost all 9th graders that are new to our program, or some sophomores also that are new to the program, and they start in this class, and they're going to be doing similar types of things, but for them, I spend a lot of time at the beginning of the year just teaching them to make noise in their different voices. So you're going to hear some relaxation type exercises for the voice, getting the tongue to release, getting the tongue to move independently from the jaw, which a lot of tongue tension I think actually is connected to the idea that some kids struggle to move just one. And so everything moves together, builds a lot of tension. So you're going to see some exercises like that, as well as their daily literacy exercises. And for no other reason other than because it's funny, we're going to do our ridiculous version of Happy Birthday in there as well. So enjoy this part. Let your jaw hang. Go. Ya 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 ya. Ya. Do you notice? Look at my face while I do it. Ya 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 ya. What seems to be doing all the work? My tongue. What seems to be doing nothing? My lips, my jaw, they're just doing nothing. So the rest of my face is very relaxed, and it's letting my tongue just, ya, 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 ya. Okay, try again. Ya, 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 go. Ya, ya, ya. Good, so this warm-up, we're going to go, ya, 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 ya. And the object of the game for you is to feel whether or not you can get your tongue to do its thing without your jaw getting involved. Okay, here we go. Ready, and go. Good. Okay, are you mature enough to have an accountability buddy for this activity? Yes. It's one of my favorite made-up words. Yes. An accountability buddy. It's a buddy to keep you accountable. Turn and face each other, and you're going to give each other feedback about whether or not their jaws are moving. Okay? Ya, 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 ya. Okay, 5-second feedback. Be honest. Okay, face front. Does our jaw, lips, tongue need to move for this at all? No. No, because why? It's just one vowel. Just one vowel. Every time you move anything, it changes the vowel. Again, ready and go. Dr. Tosh,
Yes.
do you hear how much more in tune
Yes.
they are? And then also, do you hear how much more in tune they are when I do the 5 chord instead of the 1 chord?
Yes. Yes.
I learned that from James Jordan.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Michael Jordan's dad, James Jordan, is a choir teacher. No, I'm making all of that up. They just happen they just happen to have the same last name. But yeah, he was talking about how like they have to tune to the 5
Right.
in order.
That's the most natural
Yeah.
intervallic relationship.
Yeah. Try that again, and I want to see if you guys can hear the difference. Okay? So this time I'm going to do it like we did it the first time. Still ha ha ha. Ready? And go. I'm going to change it. Crap. Do you hear me changing the chord?
Yeah.
Yeah? It actually helps us. We tune better when we hear harmonic motion happening. That was really good. Yes.
Can we sing Happy Birthday for Maddie?
Is it your birthday?
We can sing Happy Birthday, but you need to learn how we do it in this class. The short version of the story of why we do Happy Birthday the way we do it. So in choir, we are making you sing like really well all the time. It's like we have to make you learn how to sing really, really well. So when we sing Happy Birthday, guess what? We're going to try to sing it as bad as we possibly can. Yes! And because we have a lot of kids in this class, and we have a lot of kids, especially the more advanced classes that are like 40, 100, whatever, we also have lots of birthdays. So it needs to be bad, and it needs to be really, really fast. And that's the way we can get it done. Everybody ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Vivian! Happy birthday to you! You got to be done by the cutoff, though. You got to be done by the cutoff. Yes.
He said Stevie Wonder's Virgin. I have a question. Who's Stevie Wonder?
Who is Stevie Wonder? We'll talk about it later. We're going to learn a new one. Basses. For today, anyway. You're going to do the version you know. So in fact, actually, this is going to be a 2-part group. So let's go this half. Okay? So this half, the version you know, starts down here. Tenors, instead of starting down here, we're going to start here and go down. Do you hear the chatter in the room? Is this the time for that? No. Okay, so we should hear then do, re, do, ti. So we're starting in opposite directions and we'll end up crossing, and you guys would end up higher than they do and they end up down low. Does that make sense? Here we go. Do, re, do, ti, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, so, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, re, fa, so, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, re, re, fa, so, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, la, so, fa, re, re, fa, so, la, ti, do, re, mi, re, do. Do, ti, la, so, fa, re, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, re, mi, fa, so, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, re, fa, so, la, ti, do. We finished at the right time. Give your neighbors a high five. Okay. Did anyone notice that one's a little trickier, especially for you guys, because you don't get to echo them anymore? You hear what I mean? So like if we had been starting in the same place and you go second, then all you have to do is echo, but in that game you really can't. All right, sight reading. Demonstrate your ability to lock in. So you are already needing to be locked in because now you have the information here. Okay, so we have flats or sharps? Flats. Oh, can you guys go back to your normal spots because we have 3 parts for this. Okay. Last flat is? Last flat is fa. So what's this? Oh, last flat is fa. So what's this? Okay, up here. Last flat is fa. Where's do? Fa, mi, re, do. Or fa, sol, la, ti, do. Make the sense?
Yes.
It make the sense. Sing do, go. Scale and arpeggio. Scale and arpeggio. Sing and hold your first. Oh, tenors. Oh, tenors, you did your thing again. What was the thing you sang right before we sang our starting pitch? What did you sing? Sing it, go. So didn't you just practice what so sounds like? So sing that. It was a really pretty chord. How many notes should we hear? 1. What are you singing? You were singing the high do. The correct answer is? Oh. What was that? What did they just sing? They sang me. And why are you mad about it, middle guys? That's your note. Will you look at them like they just stole something from you? That's right. Yep. Sing your correct note. Shh. Everybody, sing your correct note. And go. That's better. You just had to choose to do it. That's why the sign says it's a choice. Can you not read it from that far away? It's a choice. Okay, audiate, 20 seconds. 1, 2, and sing. Be brave. Yes. Good. So how would you describe big picture? Don't talk to me about little mistakes. Big picture. What was our problem as a group? Rhythm, aka counting. Right? How long are the half notes worth? Nope, just regular half note worth 2. That was where most of us struggled. Okay, so here, knowing when to move on. Let's decide. You're going to sing it one more time. You made 5 mistakes. This time you're only going to make 2. 1, 2, and sing. Do, mi. There you go. Very nice. Okay, very good. And last but not least, we have a class called Advanced Treble. And this is the class that my daughter is in, and you've met my daughter on the show before. And these are mostly 10th grade girls that sing soprano and alto. And in this warm-up clip, I'm focused primarily on vowel, space, and resonance, in addition to diction. Now, earlier in the episode, I hinted at the idea that I don't think we should do the same warm-ups every day. Partly because when we do, what that signals to me is that the director isn't responsive in the moment to what the kids need based on their vocal development. So I was working on these exercises with these particular kids because these are something we've been struggling with lately, of remembering to simply make space inside of our mouth and be conscious and aware of how our articulators are moving, and when the articulators move, it can cause the space to collapse, etc. So I was choosing exercises based on what I was hearing from them. And when I start class, that is still what I'm doing. So I might have an idea of what warm-up I want to start with, but I almost never have an idea of what warm-up I want to finish with, because it depends on the sounds they make during the first warm-up. What do we need to address? What do we need to reinforce? And I'm always keeping my eye on the clock because there's only so much time we can do every day before we have to move on to something else. So that's the approach there, and why I made that comment earlier. So you're going to hear mostly diction and resonance types exercises with these advanced kids, and then of course finally their literacy moments. All right, everybody go like this. Whee! 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 The jaw is in this position when? When does that happen? On the breath in. Yeah, I mean, yes. So if the whole time means when the vocal sound is starting, then yes, on the breath in. Go. Whee! Ooh, that was rich. Okay, we're going to go, actually here, we're going to go, whee! Good. Good. Do it again. This time check and see if you are able to do all of that work with your lips and none of it with your jaw. None of it, absolutely none of it with your jaw. Try again. Ready? And go. Whee! Go. Whee! Now sing the last note that you just sang on with that space. Do you hear that it takes us a while to get back open? What does that mean then? That we're closing still, right? So these are the types of things that aren't as simple as just saying, I read that I should keep my jaw open, therefore I'm a good singer, right? In the same way that you can't read a book about playing volleyball and then be good at it, right? So what has to happen? But we practice the same way every single time, right? If we allow ourselves to do bad reps at a physical activity, then what happens to our habits? Yep. So it's just we're training our lips to operate independently from our jaw so that they're just always open. Say, wee! Wee! That is so pretty. We want all of our singing sounds to live in that space as well. Try again and go. So much better. And one more. Okay, all right, very, very good. I need a one-syllable word associated with fall or autumn. They can't be fall or autumn because that's cheating, because it's about to be fall. Leaves, we're going leaves. Leaves, 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 leaves.
Leaves, 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 leaves.
All the parts of the word.
Leaves, 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 leaves.
That's it.
Leaves, 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 leaves. Leaves, 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 leaves.
True or false? Now that we're singing an actual word, it is now impossible to keep the jaw open, therefore why even try? False! Fix it and go.
Leaves, 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 leaves. Leaves, 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 leaves. Leaves, 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 leaves,
hear this. Leaves, 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 leaves. Dramatically different jaw spaces. Say, leaves, 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 leaves. Yep, again and go. What do you hear? As soon as we start singing, everything goes smash back down. Okay? Leaves, 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 go. Leaves, leaves, leaves. In that voice. Ready? And go.
Leaves, 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 leaves.
Yeah, good. I am loving the first two notes every time. Do you hear what happens on the third one? We pinch again. Yeah? That's when we should just be letting it hang, letting it go. Try again. Ready? And go. Yeah, that's lots better. Need a two-syllable word associated with fall or autumn. Can't be autumn. I'm pumpkin. I'm here. I'm feeling it's pumpkin spice time at Starbucks.
Why are we doing such hard words?
What?
Why are we doing such hard words? Why couldn't our one syllable be boo? That would have been so
Because it's school, and school's supposed to be hard.
Okay, but we would be better if we were doing it boo. I can't say leaves that fast.
Pumpkin. We're gonna go pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. And if you can't go that fast, why? And it's not because it's hard. Okay, all right, let's zero in. Okay, listen. Trying too hard, probably not, but think about it this way. So here's my jaw, right? And it all fits into the theme of our warm-up today, which is when we got the front of our articulators, that's our lips, what else? Teeth and tongue, sometimes palate. Yep, sometimes palate. If our articulators at the front of our mouth are doing all the work, those can go very quickly. If we involve our jaw, it can't. Okay? Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin! Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin! If the jaw stays open, you'll be able to go faster. Okay? Now I want you to go pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin!
Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin.
Do you feel that it makes it sloppy? Yeah? Front of the lip, tip of the tongue, top of the teeth. Okay, here we go. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Ah, keep going.
Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Jaw space.
Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Tip of the teeth.
Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Oh, it's also super hard if you're laughing. Do it again. Ready? And go. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Better.
Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
Be aggressive.
Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin.
And now I hear pumpkin. Yeah, all right, good. That's right. We're going to keep getting harder, though. Three-syllable word associated with fall. Halloween. We're going to go Halloween, 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 Halloween. Open jaw. What do you notice about my mouth? Halloween, 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 Halloween! Go! Halloween, 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 Halloween! And I still see, even while demonstrating it, I see a lot of this. Halloween, 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 Halloween! Halloween, Halloween! Go! Halloween, Halloween! Yes, good. Use that space. It's a choice. I have a sign about it and everything. Ready? And go. Halloween! Yes, and of course, I will have video evidence for you later of how much prettier that was. Okay, try again. Ready? And go. Again. nice. So I heard I love sight reading. I heard I hate sight reading. And that's fine. But let's talk about that. So do people tend to enjoy things they're bad at? No. We tend to not. So if we're responding to I love sight reading or I'm bad at sight reading, the response is always just let's just try to get better at it. We do understand though that it is a tool that serves us very, very well when we're learning our music, right? Yep. Okay. Here we go. What's that key?
E flat. Oh.
E flat. E flat. Mm-hmm. Sing do. Scale and arpeggio. So, true or false, we did all that diction stuff in our warm-ups today simply because that was the activity for the warm-up, but we shouldn't apply those things to all the other times we sing. Do your scale again, and go. Sing and hold your first. Sing your lowest note in the exercise. And altos, you should be really excited because you get to approach that low mi by a scale. Why is that easier? You can make the adjustments into your chest voice as you go instead of having to just feel it, right? That's going to be good. Lowest note for the middle part, go. Lowest note for the soprano part. Here we go. Starting note. All right, let's just jump right in and sing it. 1, 2, and go. Very nice. That's enough of that today. All right. That's going to be great. High five your neighbors.
Thank you, as always, for sticking around to the end of an episode. If you are still listening, that means you're one of the people who are MVPs of the Choralosophy Podcast, the people who stick around to the end. Of course, the ways to help are to use the Choralosophy promo code at sightreadingfactory.com, mymusicfolders.com, 3minutetheory.com, endeavormusicpublishing.com, graphitepublishing.com, and of course you can join the Patreon. Link is in the show notes. You can also subscribe at Substack and chip in a few dollars a month there. All of those things are great ways to help, and of course like, share, leave comments, be part of the conversation. That's what this is all about. See you guys next time.